Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we unwrap the secrets hidden in plain sight within corporate documents. And today we're diving into KKR Infrastructure Conglomerate LLC's latest report. Get ready because this one is all about the money they are handing out. Could this mean big payouts for investors or just a small token? We'll find out. And before we get into the nitty-gritty, if you love getting these kinds of clear, simple breakdowns of complex financial news, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, we have a fantastic Discord community where we chat about these filings and more, all linked in the description below. Alright, so KKR Infrastructure Conglomerate LLC, that is the company, has filed a Form 8. Okay, think of this as a quick announcement. A special report that a company has to file when something pretty important happens that the public needs to know about right away. In this case, the big news dropped on the 26th of September 2025, but the report was filed a few days later. Now, this isn't a huge company in the sense of widely traded stocks on major exchanges. You won't see its ticker symbol plastered everywhere, but it is part of the KKR umbrella, which is a massive global investment firm. So, while this specific entity might not be a household name, its parent company certainly is dealing with billions of dollars in investments all over the world. The core of this particular filing is actually quite straightforward. It is about distributions. These are essentially payouts to shareholders. It is like the company is saying, we had a good period, and we're sharing some of the profits with our investors. This filing tells us exactly how much money they decided to distribute, and for which types of shares. Let's break down these distributions. You've got different classes of shares, like Class I, Class S, Class U, and so on. These are like different membership tiers within the company. Each class gets a specific amount per share. For Class I shares, the net distribution is $3.10 per share. Then you have Class S shares getting $2.46, Class U shares getting $2.47, and Class RD shares receiving $2.91, along with Class D shares getting the same. Class R shares also get $3.10 per share, while Class E and Class F shares are also receiving $3.10. The word net here is important. It means this is the amount after any withholding, taxes, or fees. So this is the actual cash that investors can expect to receive or have reinvested on their behalf. These distributions are for shareholders who are on record as of the close of business on the 30th of September 2025. This means if you own shares on that specific date, you are eligible to receive this payout. And when can you expect the money to hit your account? The report indicates these distributions will be paid out on or about the 27th of October 2025, so mark your calendars. This is some far off future event. It is happening relatively soon. A key piece of information here is that these net distributions can either be paid out in cash directly to the shareholders, or for those participating in the company's distribution reinvestment plan, the money can be automatically reinvested to buy more shares of the company. This reinvestment plan is a common way for long-term investors to compound their returns without having to do anything actively. Now, looking at the bigger picture and who is signing off on this, we see the signature of Sungbum Cho, who holds the title of General Counsel and Secretary. This is a standard signature for official filings, confirming that the information presented is accurate and has been authorized on behalf of the company. So, what is the story here? KKR Infrastructure Conglomerate LLC is making a significant distribution of cash to its shareholders. This signals financial health and a willingness to return capital to investors. For the different classes of investors, these payouts represent tangible returns on their investment. The fact that they offer reinvestment further shows a commitment to enabling long-term growth for those who wish to stay invested. In essence, this filing tells us that KKR Infrastructure Conglomerate LLC is in a position to distribute profits, and that is generally a good sign for any investment. The specific amounts vary by share class, which is typical in private equity or specialized funds where different investors might have different terms or investment structures. Looking at the amounts, the distributions are substantial, especially for classes like I, R, E, and F, which are all receiving $3.10 per S-share. This suggests that the underlying infrastructure assets managed by the company are performing well, generating enough income to support these payouts. The smaller, though still significant amounts for other classes reflect the differing risk profiles or investment strategies associated with those share types. What is interesting is that this filing doesn't tee off much detail on why these distributions are being made, beyond the general implication of good performance. We don't see a deep dive into the asset performance or the specific projects driving these returns. This level of detail is often found in more comprehensive reports like annual 10-K filings. However, for a Form 8, K, the purpose is to announce the material event itself, the distribution, rather than to analyze its root causes in exhaustive detail. From a Warren Buffett perspective, this kind of distribution is a positive signal. It means the business is generating more cash than it needs to reinvest for immediate growth or operational needs, and is returning that surplus to its owners. It is a sign of maturity and financial strength. However, one always needs to consider if the company is distributing too much, potentially hindering future growth opportunities. In this case, with KKR's vast resources and expertise in infrastructure, it is likely they have a well thought out strategy regarding capital allocation. The consistency of the payouts, if this is a recurring event, will be a better indicator of sustained performance. As for risks, while not explicitly detailed in this specific filing, any investment carries inherent risks. For infrastructure, these could include regulatory changes, economic downturns impacting usage, unforeseen operational costs, or political instability in regions where assets are located. However, the decision to distribute funds suggests that the management team, guided by KKR's expertise, believes these risks are manageable and outweighed by current performance. Overall, KKR Infrastructure Conglomerate LLC's announcement of distributions is a clear positive signal to its investors. It highlights the company's ability to generate and return profits. The varying amounts across share classes are a nuanced feature typical of such investment structures, allowing for tailored returns based on investor profiles. This is a company that is, at least for this reporting period, effectively converting its assets into cash for its stakeholders. Alright, that is our quick decode of this KKR Infrastructure Conglomerate LLC filing. What is your take on these distributions? Do you think they signal strong future performance, or is there something more to watch for? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more regular insights into corporate finance. And don't forget to join our growing community on Discord, linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.